Alright, so the next deck of the day, this easy Swain mid-range deck or control deck. It's kind of walking the line between the two. So unlike the last deck that we played with Draven and Ezreal, this one's looking to stall into the late game to go even bigger with cards like Swain and Leviathan. If you watched my stream the other day, you saw we played a Swain Yasuo deck, and these two on the board together really showed their power. And so we're kind of trying to leverage that power and use that as a means to close out games. And so in the meantime, we're trying to control the board with things like House Spider, Mystic Shots, Arachnoid Sentries, paired with things like Ravenous Flock, Thermo Beams. Got some Chump Wumps in this deck, mostly because the Mushroom Clouds they create can be discarded to Rummage in the mid to late game to gain some card advantage. One of gotcha here, because with the Rummages along with this Progress Day means we are seeing a lot of cards, so it can be a reasonable, targeted removal spell if we need to. That also levels up Ez. Static Shock, very good at leveling Ez. Also levels Swain, of course, because he cares about seeing us deal non-combat damage, what this deck is doing a lot of. So yeah, we'll jump some games and see how we do. Thermal Beam as well. We saw how good this could be with a leveled Ez, because even when you get it down to 0, it can be a 0 cost, deal 2 damage to the enemy Nexus when you need to finish off a game. But also with Swain, if we're using it to kill big threats on the other side of the board, we don't mind spending all our mana doing that, because it's all going towards that Swain level up. So yeah, let's jump in and see how we do. They're all new decks for me today, guys, so we're sticking with the normal queue because, gotta get a feel for them. I find we're probably just gonna get slaughtered on the ranked. Everyone playing well-established decks, trying to rank up. Got me here kind of just playing casually, means we're probably not gonna do very well there with decks that we're not familiar with. Alright, Progress Day and Rummage probably don't want in our opening hand. They look like they're a control deck themselves. So, Aurelian Souls probably means they're going a bit bigger than we are. They're playing things like Mind Splitters and all kinds of other dragons and things that invoke to make big celestials, this and that. So, probably want to just find a little bit of our early game so we can start putting pressure on them. This is an interesting card for that reason. Chempunk Pickpocket, 2 mana, 3/2 means it can block and trade up decently well against the mid-range and aggro, especially fearsome units we otherwise couldn't block. But in control matchups like this, it can generate card advantage for us because we take spells from the enemy deck. So we're going to lay that down and open attacks next turn, hoping to connect, hoping he doesn't have a way to stop us gaining those resources.
Yoink.
Yoink. Catalyst of Aeons. Not bad. I think we pass. Like, if he has Avalanche, I think he's pretty obligated just to Avalanche this, unless he has another way of dealing with that. I wouldn't mind ramping, actually, this round with Catalyst. We have 7, so I can actually ramp and then Thermo Beam that to attack and force him to use the Weirding Stones. This might be a bit aggressive, I don't know. I feel like we want to get in with this as many times as we can, and then force him to spend things to deal with it. And then we have these elusive Ezreals that he then has to deal with.
Smells like opportunity.
Yep. Beautiful. So far, so good. Do they have a troll chance for that? They do not. They're looking for one, though, I bet. This might be an Ezreal turn, depends on what they do. Beautiful.
I thought you'd never ask. Sounds dangerous. I'm in. Woo-hoo-hoo!
I think we want to do this plus progress day this turn. Let this resolve first and see what happens. So they have a they're playing Aurelian Soul next turn, which means we're probably just gonna go super wide on our turn. That's kind of interesting. Is this worth it? I think so. Another progress day. Swain is leveled up, as is one card away.
Hello, Runeterra. Let's rock.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
Admire me.
So he's still considered damage, so the Scorched Earth will actually kill him.
Something's wrong.
And even if they sweep the board here, we have ways of gassing back up with this progress day.
Miss.
We're still gonna get in a lot of damage this round anyway, looks like. And Ez will survive even a Ice Quake, which he doesn't have the mana for anymore. So he's going up to 12, he'll go down to 11 once we play this progress day. I think we'll just bank the spell mana here. I don't want to go too wide on this board. We have enough stuff for him to answer as is. Swain is nice. How much are we doing? 13? So we're doing 9 if I play out the Swain. What are the chances we think he has Bastion? What did he target again? Ezreal and something, probably these two. Oh, there we go. There's actually a line that shows.
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
I think we want to go one more wide. Just in case. And if he avalanches us here, I think I'm okay with that. We're gonna try to kill him. If he has Bastion, he has Bastion.
Stop bragging if you can back it up.
Our opponent's a trooper.
Firing.
How do we want to kill him? Yeah, we'll just do this. Oh no, that's another Ez. That's not optimal.
I knew we had it all along.
Well, that was a good first showing for this deck. That Chempunk Pickpocket really showing its worth that game for sure. Okay. Discard aggro. This could be a tricky one. Kind of like this. Maybe Ez is not quite good enough. No, I think we always want to keep a Ez in hand. Do we want to take away the Arachnoid Sentry? No, I think I want to keep this hand. I don't want to risk getting something worse. Thermal Beam's nice as well.
Anything else?
Might even be right to Thermo Beam that. I think I want to save it for a Jinx or a Draven. Punch that spider. I'd love to see a Static Shock. Pretty good on this board.
You name it, I'll nick it.
The party has arrived.
Okay, so with that, I think I actually kill this. So if he wants... Oh no, I guess he could use the axe to trade with this Chempunk. Never mind. Never mind. Fairly certain he has
Don't mind me.
Fervor in hand, or no, what's it called? I already forget. Vision? Yeah. So we'll just block here because he's gonna do it to deal damage anyway. So let's just trade with his stuff. I can Ez plus Thermo Beam. I could also just play it safe and do this and Thermo Beam this Draven. I think I'm gonna do right now. This might make our opponent think, well, I guess we'll play that Jinx out. You could also have another Draven, of course, but
Draven out?
because they have a lot of resources they're not spending, which is suspicious. Wonder if they're going bigger and they have things like Captain Pharaon in their hand or something. These Leviathans might be rummage material. I think we'll play this to be resource efficient. I expect this is gonna die to a Get Excited. No Get Excited. How interesting. Because we have a Static Shock in hand and because we want something to do with this Mystic Shot, I think we're just gonna open attacks. Now I feel like I want to discard, I want to rummage it away. Along with this Leviathan. Is that crazy? Feels a little crazy.
Firing!
So fortunate we don't have anything to really spend our mana on this turn. Just trying to burn us out. Maybe we need to get rid of these Leviathans and find an answer for this Jinx. We even got another Leviathan too. She's dead even if she levels up here, but of course we'd prefer she didn't.
Got me.
Watch them play a Captain Pharaon as soon as I lay down this Leviathan.
For conquest! For empire! Darken the skies!
Watch and learn.
Them not using that Get Excited on my Ezreal immediately, because I suspect they had it in hand this whole time. Like, that's gonna come back to bite them this game, I think. Then again, we'd be +3 health, so it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for our opponent. All right.
I knew we had it all along.
Deck feels good so far. But then again, things are working out pretty well for us, so... That's quite the username. They are an aggressive deck. I think I like Thermo Beam because even on turn 2, like if we're banking spell mana, it's good against Callista. Arachnoid buys us time. Let's dump everything else though. Okay, Arachnoid with the Ravenous Flock is really nice. So we'll see if they play Illusion on 2. If so, we're definitely Thermo Beaming. It does mean we lose all our mana though, which is unfortunate. think I actually end here. Might be wrong, to be honest.
There's a chill in the air.
You're covered.
Well, that's annoying, opponent. Why would you do that?
Protect
They're debating whether or not they want to throw this 3-2 away. I'm definitely in for that. I'm gonna just pass here. I think we need to play this out more than anything. Depending on what they do, I might play... Oh, hello.
What you looking for? What do we have here? Jack pocket.
Jack Pocket. What do we think he has for this? I think we actually try to do this. And then if he has another barrier or way to protect this Lucian, we still have enough to thermo beam it. And then if he doesn't... Sure. Then we have a thermo beam left over for something bigger. Something they might want to play this turn, perhaps. Let's just pass to start. Even if this gets sacrificed.
Got your back.
Yeah, that's mildly annoying. Now we can just like double static shock these two.
Honor guide me. Press on. Making the dead deader. Fight on.
Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah. I feel like I want to go wide here, but like I don't know what he's playing.
Smells like opportunity.
Actually, let's try to save this.
How you doing?
Virtue guides me.
Perfect. Sort of perfect. Definitely want to thermo beam that. I also kind of wanted to get rid of this round. What is he gonna get? A 4? What do we think his 4 is? Yeah, let's just get rid of this.
Push back the darkness. Damn soon.
Ah, you're right. That's his 4.
All right, let's mess some folks up.
There can be no justice, only revenge.
I suppose.
Oh, this is stupid of me. I should definitely Scorched Earth here.
They're as good as dead.
You're adorable when you're angry.
It's a lot of stuff. Which one gets sacrificed when we pass? What does it base it on? Do we know? I certainly don't. I'll just get rid of this now then.
No room for doubt.
That's Spooter. That's not bad. Although I kind of want to Leviathan this round, Swain the next, but then they're probably going too wide for us to reasonably win. So I think I'm supposed to start here, see what we get after rummaging away these mushroom clouds, and go from there. We're probably Arachnoid Sentrying the... that's interesting. Maybe this is the wrong target. Maybe I'm actually supposed to pick the Lucian. Lucian is quite scary. Let's do this first.
We shall not rest until all betrayers pay.
You monster! Check out the goods on this one.
Not so fast.
Death to all betrayers! We shall return.
Slow down, will you?
That's a progress day, but pretty sure we're Leviathaning this turn.
Been a long path to get here. Right on!
They could obviously have vengeance, but I think we're supposed to try this.
We're going under!
We each died, then found home.
I'm so good, I surprised myself. I thought you'd never ask. Allies, answer my call. I don't miss.
Really? That's unfortunate. So what's our out here? Because they're gonna open attacks and we're dead. So if we do this, they only take 3, which is not good enough. We do this, they take 1.
I know you're thinking
We need
and stuff, but could you maybe
to
speed things up a little?
we need to hit a bunch of free stuff, like, which is probably never gonna happen. Close one. I really thought we had it there, but our opponent's leftovers after we kind of cleared their board was very, very good. Maybe I was supposed to Scorched Earth the Versed Vault a lot sooner than I did, just so they wouldn't gain value off of it. I've never played that matchup before with any deck, so it's definitely possible I mismanaged my resources in that game. Because it felt like that was our game, like it felt like we should have won that game. Well, maybe we just got unlucky. I don't know. I don't want to do nothing, but good chance they have stuff, so...
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it. It's not bragging if you can back it up. Can't stop me.
The eye of twilight sees all.
Charge! What you looking for?
Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
This is another Ezreal. So I think I just let this happen. I'm gonna pass for now.
No way!
Fear the power you do not see.
So Swain can't be blocked by this gentleman. So we'll go ahead and swing here. I don't think I want to offer that trade. I don't think there's a need to.
Like my blade?
Fair enough. Maybe I should have done that because it was a guaranteed hit in that sense.
Think I'm still like a yodeling uniform?
Yeah, that definitely was a mistake, actually. Thinking about it. I should have been thinking about riposte. That's a good draw.
I long for a worthier opponent.
Strike without worry. For the honor of try me.
She's just gonna end the round, huh?
I got the goods.
try this.
Smells like opportunity.
No, I think I'm definitely just supposed to open
Is this
attacks
supposed to be a
here.
challenge? Your move.
Jack pocket. Oh, time for a true display.
Oh, this only lasts a round, right? Why did I think this was permanent? That was silly of me. Oh well. Like, not permanent, but like for the first hit, permanent. But barrier is always end of round, even barrier this round. Yeah, no matter what, it only lasts a round. Gotcha. Okay. Let's do this to start. Perfect.
The balance requires a watchful eye.
I pity you.
I have no time for fools.
My father's blade.
Sharing is caring. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Firing!
I will break.
Opponent is praying we don't have a Leviathan in hand right now. I'm gonna attempt to do this.
Counter and strike.
Such little lies.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
I'll defend these forests to the end.
Strike without worry.
God, that's so good. Leveled Ezreal with... Yes! Yes!
My conflicts end only one way.
Oh, hold on one second. Phone's ringing. Could be important. No, that's probably a... Oh, it actually left voicemail though. Could be important, so let me just see. I almost never get calls during the day, so...
You name it, I'll nick it.
Yeah, it wasn't important. So that's gonna happen every once in a while, this gotcha getting us.
We see through all.
I actually find offering this trade because their deck pumps up a bunch of elusives very, very quickly. So if they want to offer that trade, that's fine. If they want to take that, that's also fine. Obviously, we can get hit by Make It Rain, but if they have Make It Rain in their deck, it's something we're going to have to work through at some point. So if they want to play it now, that's up to them. What could they have? They could have something that makes this vulnerable. We have a backup as though. Yeah, let's just play out as.
Check out the goods on this one.
An auspicious season.
I think we try to take this out and save our Chempunk. This might be wrong, but
Gotta go with the flow.
they nabbing from us. Shared spoils. So it feels bad to lose a Mystic Shot there, but I think it's right. This block's just fine, so we'll use that.
Jimmy Tail, start the day.
Just pretend I'm not here, eh?
Well, that's frightening. Yeah, we're just gonna skip blocks for now. Go ahead and deal with this.
Charge!
I think what we'll do is we'll stun the Lounge Lizard, seeing if we can get in with Ezreal. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, let's try that. Looking for another elusive threat to block, perhaps.
That's my tail.
Let me at him.
I don't
He
miss.
could have a warning shot or something to make this elusive to block. We're pretty far behind at this point, so...
Nice!
We have to go for it. We can't sit back.
I ain't afraid.
We're gonna lose Ez. So we have another Ez, but we also have this guy to deal with, so I think I'm actually supposed to do this in response, just so he dies on his turn. But with a Fizz that's this big, I don't think we have the means to stop this. We'll see though. Could find the time.
This is gonna be fun.
I mean,
Cheers, Arky Sarky.
can't do anything about that, so I'm gonna pass.
Master, your
Long tooth!
I got ways to find me mushroom. Smells like opportunity.
Leave them nothing.
What do we think? Do we think that he'll actually block the Swain with thingy?
No fear!
What do we get?
Hmm. Well, there's almost no way this works, but we have nothing else going for us, so.
I'm coming in!
We're dead. Yep, he got some very big things very quickly.
A minor setback.
That's why I said that Starlit Seer was going to be problematic. Felt like he didn't even trigger that many times, but he just like a couple Starlit Seer triggers, one Omen Hawk, and a couple of shared spoils just really stacked on some really, really nasty units. Okay. They're playing probably Go Hard Ezreal, a deck we played a couple times on stream before. I've actually worked on the list a little bit since playing it, and I've been enjoying the small changes I've made. We are not playing that deck today, despite this being a easy Friday afternoon. We have a bunch of other easy decks I want to get through. I want to do a revisit of the Feel the Rush deck, which is going to be the next one we play. Probably just for an hour, since I've already played it before. Most decks I only get played for an hour anyway, but I think we'll stick to a hard limit of an hour for that one. Yeah, I think we'll play this out.
I must get out of here.
Skip that. I think we'll just pass, but if they like play enough stuff that I feel confident that this Ezreal's gonna live, yeah, now I'll just play out the Ez.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it. Sounds dangerous. I'm in. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in. May as well. I think we actually play out the house spider too. Maybe not. How aggressive am I supposed to be with these? I have a lot of cards in hand already. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. If they have another one, that's fine. Taking away cards. So I think I'm okay with this. One of those mystic shots was free, so I think it was an okay exchange for us overall. Stun Spider's nice with this Ravenous Flock in hand.
Come closer.
Especially against something like that.
Hey, good looking. Back at ya. It's not bragging if you could back it up. You're between me and glory.
We have a Mystic Shot to finish it off, but oh, that's very interesting.
I don't miss. No sweat.
I'm innocent.
Now, do I want to play a Swain this turn or just Mystic Shot?
Charge! No way!
Master, your
I think I'll play the Swain, actually. We'll use this when he attacks. Still 3 away. I suppose he could level up in response, so maybe that's loose based on that fact. Yeah, maybe that's a problem then. So if he has a Static Shock in hand, just like 2 other things, that's gonna
It's
be
not
rough.
bragging if you could back it up.
Oh, this is the bed we've made. Now we have to lie in it, so we'll see if we can get away with it. Swain's at half. I'm gonna pass. He has Ruination mana up. How many Go Hards have they played this game? Any?
Anything else?
I think I'm safe to play this
True
out then.
display of skill.
leave them nothing.
See if there's something we could do to save him in response. How many targeting does he need to do? A lot. Probably not gonna happen. No, that's not enough. We'll just let it happen, I suppose. We might want to save this for a Scorched Earth target. Who knows what he's playing. Could be playing something big. So, my deck, I've been recently experimenting with a Captain Ledros, which obviously Ledros just goes back to hand when you kill it, but still. He needs 3 more. Would really like to start seeing some rummages to pair with these chump whups. Other good draws would be Leviathan, I guess, at this point.
Think I'm still like a yodel in uniform.
Yeah, I think I'll use my mana here. Yeah, just more progress days or rummage is like what I really want to see.
They don't know what they're up against. I thought you'd never ask.
It was a good draw then, this Ravenous Flock.
I know what lurks in the shadows. We must all make sacrifices.
Spare a coin.
Hush now. So young.
I got ways to find me mushroom.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna do it. Almost halfway through our deck and we found no other than, was this even ours or our opponents? Can we tell? Red is opponent? We got a progress day, but since then we haven't been able to like get any card advantage. Meanwhile, our opponent's been playing 2-mana draw 2s on their guys we're trying to kill. Yeah, it's not looking good.
I got the goods.
Now they're drawing more progress days. Yeah, we're just gonna get buried now, I think. Actually start here because then maybe our 3/2 isn't blocked by a 1/1 needlessly. This would assume he doesn't have anything else in hand though to play out this turn. They have 12 cards in their hand, so a very good chance they're finding their third Ezreal, right? I think we only killed 2. It's not stupid, they know what we're planning. Get him down to 6. If this connects, maybe we can get him, but we still need to find that Leviathan or Ezreal. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'd much rather they do that than Mystic Shot this 4-2. So we're basically out of cards here. Like I said, Leviathan, Ezreal, or any card draw is what we're looking for here. We have a lot. Okay, there's one. Hopefully this leads to more. Is our opponent just like the most unlucky go hard player, or are they just actually not on go hard? I've been thinking that for a little while now, that they probably just aren't on it. Okay. Okay, there's an Ezreal. Let's start with this.
Loyalty through conquest.
Wow, he's still not leveled? Ez isn't even leveled either. Holy smokes. Okay, let's see what our opponent does here. Because they've been drawing a lot of cards, but if they can't find meaningful units to block here...
I thought you'd never ask.
So these are unblockable. They can block these two. But this is going to hit their Nexus, deal 3. That's a shame. I can't target my own guy. None of their things are damaged. So that's a shame. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to save these for... pretty sure I'm supposed to save these for more rummage. I suppose if we get lucky, like if they don't have Vengeance in hand and we connect, then we can put them in their deck and see if they draw one of the mushrooms to finish themselves off. Very unlikely though.
We are at war.
You have to get me out of here.
Yep. Man, it's too bad they didn't have a damage unit on the field, eh? Would have been able to save our Ezreal, and this game would be way different. Thermal Beam's not really what we want to see at this point.
Time for a true display of skill.
Guess we'll do this. This is Ezreal number 3 from him, I believe. Jesus Christ, why did my computer make such a weird sound? Alright, what's our opponent doing then? So we'll probably Thermo Beam to finish this Ez off. Now we have a leveled Ezreal. I believe we have one more Swain, one more Ezreal in the deck. Our opponent was just saving all of the go hard for when their deck had no cards left in it, I guess. Oh boy, we're probably dead. Oh man, it's so unfortunate. Like we played such a long game, and by the time we needed these two to be leveled, we just had nothing. If he was leveled, or if we could have leveled him in response with this Scorched Earth, man, this game would have been over. Because he couldn't have Vengeance, he couldn't have targeted both our guys. At the very least, Ezreal would have gotten in, and we would have created a Mystic Shot, and he'd be down to 4.
There's nothing to
And then
fear.
all of our stuff in hand might have gone the distance. Now he's healing with these go hards. Yeah, I think it's done. Alright.
Rock got me.
He had a 6-cost Vengeance in hand, so if he had 13 mana that turn, he might have been able to double Vengeance. Play a little bit more with this deck. This deck is fun. That game was fun. It's just I feel like we were a little unlucky with our draws. If we were a little luckier, it would have been a little bit more competitive and more interesting. 2 leveled Ezreals going to battle. I think I want almost all of this. Scorched Earth kills their stuff when that gets really, really big. This can kill something early. Ravenous Flock just kills one of their things outright. Like, a lot of their stuff self-damages when it comes into play, so maybe this is all fun.
Aw, you're all so cute.
That might actually be a fine... See, like that, you know? I don't think I'm supposed to use it there, but...
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
So we're gonna...
How did you get to know so much about stars, Soraka?
Well, it's a long story.
Okay, so silly question. Is there anything that can save them if I Mystic Shot and Ravenous Flock this, Soraka? I don't think there is. For 1 mana? I don't think they have anything in their deck. Not that I can think of. So we'll try. If this fails, at least she has damage marked on her for the Scorched Earths. Okay, opponent doesn't want to play anymore.
Easy. Like my name.
Some of our card choices, I guess, make us really good in that matchup. So if the opponent's hand, you know, if they felt like they were going to have a rough go of it based on the rest of their hand, I guess I don't blame them for the concession. Looks like championless ephemerals here. That's cool. That's cool, that's cool. A lot of them have RX ones, so I think I want to keep that. I don't think I need these. This just to save us damage down the line I think is good, but I don't think I want that either. Ooh.
Sure is dark, eh?
Well, that unfortunately means that our Chempunk pickpocket's probably not getting in.
Take from the rich, give to me.
Does death follow me, or peace?
Does death follow me or
Dark
peace?
beckons.
Interesting question. Guess we play the Spooter. We can... guess we Spider, Ravenous Flock this.
Night falls.
Should be at 8. Oh no, right, we didn't. I'm thinking of the other game. The other game happened so quickly, I'm thinking we're still playing it over here. I think I'm gonna start by passing and see what our opponent does. Cause Static Shocking this plus another blocker means maybe the Chempunk can get in. Not that they have any, they probably don't have anything too valuable, but card advantage is card advantage, so let's just play this down then.
Oh, hello there.
Okay.
I am a light beyond life. I will play my part.
That's an Ezreal.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
See if we can avoid him having another elusive threat, and then I can connect with this Ezreal, which would be nice. Sure.
Shadow.
The Order rewards its faithful.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sorry for the
I know
interruption.
you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Do I care about marking 1 measly damage on our Ezreal? Maybe not. I think I'll keep that one back. Just attack with this.
Please, I have connections!
You slowly have to get through that anyway, so let's try. Gotcha's kind of nice. I've never seen that animation before, that's awesome.
The Yordle here's with me.
How much do I care about this?
Master your demons.
Everything's better with company.
Says you.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Am I flesh or shadow?
We just dead?
They'll never see us coming.
Block
No
you.
sweat.
And we're dead. Cool. Oh, that was lame. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I was supposed to kill this proactively. 1, 2, 3.
Keep running, Kate. A minor setback.
Ah, that deck is lame. How do you beat that? Have more removal, have more elusives. Hope our opponent doesn't get lucky and has all their elusives in hand when they're ready to do that. Throw this back looking for some early stuff. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully he plays something out that can die to this. Obviously this does... We could kill him with just the 2, but he could have something that gives him tough or +1/+1. So I may as well use this now while it's cheap and resource efficient. There's a boat.
The skies darken with their approach.
Tempted to static shock that. But I think I want to not spend as much mana and maybe potentially get more use out of this. And if that's looking like it's not going to happen, then we'll rummage it away. It might have been wise of us to do that now, actually. I think I'll do this just to tick up Ezreal towards his level up. Get a body down. Even if we block this, we can then finish it off with Mystic Shot. If we think he doesn't have a way to pump it, we could even mid-combat Static Shock it to deal 1. And then this 3 finishes it off. Okay, now with that, we're just going to do this, I think. We have to, otherwise it's going to become a 5x whatever, and I'd rather, not risk him pumping it or something like that. Was that considered non-combat damage that our thing did? I think it is. That's kind of nice. So our Swain is getting nice and leveled up. Probably Spider whatever their threat is for the turn to stall them. We're going in our turn 6, which means on the 2 attacks, well, 1 attack step from them means we can lay down this Leviathan and start beating down. Well, the stun doesn't do much, so let's actually do this. We'll save the stun for a future turn when we actually need to stall. We'll just take 5 this turn. We're still at a healthy 20, so it's not a big deal. That is a Thermo Beam, which is kind of nice. Another Static Shock, okay. Probably gonna rummage these away. They just don't really do enough.
I got the goods.
Okay, we'll play this because we can still Thermo Beam this. And if we decide that he has a bigger threat, then we can save it. But no, I think we want to do this. Is he gonna save it? Sure. So Swain's now leveled, but he was gonna do that Thermal Beam anyway.
We wear red to honor the
Alright, no dragons in hand. That's good information for us. I'm assuming we'll see an open attack here, but if not, we get to spider him, and that would be excellent. No such luck. I think we'll play this
Still
then.
like a yodel in uniform.
Okay, with that, I think we need to start.
You're covered.
Opponent's just going wide. That's fine. So do we want to Leviathan now? I feel like it's irresponsible. To a degree. What else have we got going for us, though? This spider doesn't do much on this turn. We really need to do something next turn.
Prepare the cargo!
I think we will play this.
I found a home among the Dragon God.
We are your people, Anna, and you
I
are.
assume he's just not gonna block. Yeah, there's no reason to block there. So we're dead? Not quite. Remember when I said this spider wasn't going to be useful this turn? Whoops.
weapons.
End them.
That's an easy block. Unless she levels up. We are just dead to open attacks, unfortunately, though. Alright. Once again, Rally proving why it's such a strong skill. It's too bad we didn't find a,
Prepare for battle.
I think we've had some rough... These last couple games have been pretty rough. I feel like we're definitely in a position to beat these decks. We're just not getting the draws we need. We're seeing the wrong cards. I feel like we're also getting a little unfortunate. Like, if I felt like I had something better to do with at least some of our mana that round, rather than Leviathan, I would have. And then he would have rallied, and then we would have got him with the spider, or that would have really helped. And then I would have had like a reasonable thermo beam, not a thermo beam that takes my entire turn. Let's do this. Thanks. I am having fun with this deck, though. Don't get me wrong. It just feels like we're getting a little unlucky, which is sad. Let's play this, see if he has a blocker that he wants to play down.
What do we have here?
Value Town?
Sharing is caring. Water changes but never breaks.
The water changes but never breaks.
I walk this space
Back up
between
Ez is
worlds.
kind of nice. I don't think I'm gonna try to thermo beam here. I think I'd rather try this. It's probably got a barrier for it, and we're gonna have to single combat. Oh, okay. I want to get got by like a tough or something, so I think we'll just do this. Unfortunately, this means these strike, so he will get a draw off of this, but at least he won't get a second. Well, hello there. Do we want to mark damage on the Shen? Or do we want to just Ezreal, get the guaranteed value? I feel like we need to try to mark the damage.
Smells like opportunity.
Let's just do it.
Immediately.
Okay, let's see what our opponent wants to do.
As it had to be.
Okay, second Shen. Dragon. Alright, we'll just pass then. Progress Day is nice.
We swim within the flows of magic.
We swim within the flows of magic. I think I do want to thermo beam this. Obviously, you can negate this whole turn by playing like a riposte or something, which would be unfortunate, but I don't know. Otherwise, we're not doing much. Sure.
Engulf them. Form will the waters take?
Okay, we're definitely gonna try to Ez and shoot this Dork, so he's not
Time for a true display of skill.
I guess this is bad. I guess I still need to just keep thermo beaming this, huh? Otherwise, it's just gonna keep living, getting him
My shield
stuff.
is yours.
One shot, all skill.
If he has Sky or whatever, I'm gonna puke. Let's give it one more try. I'm still having fun with these games. We're just getting defeated. That's just the thing. This deck is really fun. It's just a question of, can you actually survive to make the late game? Obviously, it's a control deck. That's the whole point. With a second thermo beam in hand, I think I'm fine blasting this.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Deal.
Devotion through battle.
What do we think? Should I play out this Ez? Still want to get in for 6 now. Let's just do this.
Mother Moon veil. Sisters. Unseen, unheard.
That represents a Ezreal blocker, so we're definitely going to just kill it. Ooh. It's pretty good. I think we're actually going to play down Ez, because we can get some value.
Check me out! Time for a true display of skill.
Okay, so now Swain is leveled up, which is nice.
Destination in sight!
Hey, Devil. Yeah, I saw the spoilers. You gotta remember that I am part of the internal testing team, so I knew it was coming.
Tunnel station!
Hide no longer. Brothers.
Thermal beam. Sunburst. Cool, cool. With that, maybe I was supposed to... Oh no, I didn't have that. It's blocking response.
We're going under!
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
They could make infinite turrets, but... Swain?
By my hand, the Noxus rise.
Yes, yes, again! The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
Let's start here and see what happens. Because we're going to deal non-combat damage to the enemy Nexus.
It's smaller than a diagram. What you looking for? Unbreakable as thermodynamic.
Double hush from our opponent.
It's smaller than a diagram.
See if we can survive to the following turn. Yep. It's more like magic without the crappy resource variance. Do we care about this? We have another Swain in hand. So if I do that, that signifies that we have it. We can't kill it, but we could potentially
How tedious.
kill this. And this.
Firing!
Such little lives.
It's not bragging if you could back it up.
Alright, what does our opponent have? More hushes?
Fear the power you do not see.
Charge!
Maybe I should have done this before playing the Swain. Because he wouldn't have gotten this T hex then. Doesn't have any damaged units either, which is really unfortunate.
I will break.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
3, 6, 9, 12. I actually will block one of these because I want 2 things to be damaged. Ugh. Damn it, opponent. So close yet so far.
Leave me loose. Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day. Pay dirt.
Bleed or nothing.
Ah, that Leviathan. So close. Okay. I'm supposed to make blockers here, I think. The chances of me rummaging into something that can win this turn is very low. So I need to do something like this, I think. And we're dead. Because our opponent's going to get to open attacks next turn. We can only block one of these 3 things. Like, we can kill this. That's not enough. Oh, wait. I still keep him. Depends on what he has. Yeah, we're still probably dead. Yep. So our out is find something that costs 1 to play. We don't have anything that costs 1 in our deck.
My legacy.
Man, it's like always just a couple turns away. We're getting this close to winning. I'm just not quite getting there. These last few games. It's really unfortunate. Good game. Good game, just kind of frustrating. Can't seem to close it out these last 3 games after we started so well, or it felt like we started well. Maybe that's not true. Can we get a win with one more win with this deck before we move on? The problem is, I feel like maybe we're mulliganing too much. We're always getting these clunky, expensive cards stuck in our hand. Obviously, this is like one of our win conditions, but I should just keep my mouth shut.
Time for a true display of skill. You name it, I'll nick it.
Darkness hides in my path.
Well, that's annoying. Yeah, can't really do much about that. I guess we'll just try to be resource efficient and do this. So we'll look to static shock it plus something else the following round. Because I don't really want to attack into that yet. Okay.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
Start here and see what happens. Oh, being okay.
Take from the rich, give to me.
Others ill met by moonlight.
It's annoying.
Night descends. I will be heard.
Take your damn spell.
Sharing is caring.
I wouldn't have blocked anyway, but it's just annoying that they had the Diana too. So next turn, what are we doing? Smacking with Ez, trying to kill the
Stop bragging if you can
Diana.
back it up.
Don't want to risk her leveling. Yeah, you can make her level in response, of course. So in this case, I guess we're just playing Swain.
Daylight fades and dusk soon.
Find
Just
your
need
path
block.
in the dark and follow no false light.
Yeah, I lied. Let's just do this.
Firing!
Arise in our time of need.
How much mana do we have next turn? Where's all of our stuff, man? Where's our spiders when you need them? Where's our removal when you need it? Just keep getting all these 8 drops. Very, very unfortunate. Alright, let's pass and hope that they don't open on attacks. We'll definitely play these into this.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
Night descends. Our light
Pangulo.
grows brighter. Face your heretic.
We don't even have the resources to do anything. God, this sucks. even that would have been nicer earlier. I mean, like, what does this do? It doesn't really do anything. Finally. A little late, buddy. Our opponent's just building up for a big turn, or they're waiting for us to tap out of Thermo Beam mana, but we're so far behind at this point that we have to spend all of our mana in hopes that we can stay alive. If we can somehow find the time to lay down like Leviathan and Swain, we might have a chance.
The full moon awakens the soul.
Ugh. No, we're playing until I win again with this deck. Not that these games aren't good, but I still want to win. Oh, we faced this guy earlier today, I think. He was playing the same deck. I think we were facing him with... Yeah, deck number 1. I think this is keepable. Nice.
Patrol 1, Patrol 2, Patrol 3.
I think we pass.
As we practice, team.
Actually, what does this do? Reduces the cost of the most expensive. Yeah, no. Just kill that. Then we'll play the Chempunk Pickpocket on this next turn and see if we can get value out of him.
Give to me.
Yes, victory, finally! That was such a lame game, too. Alright, fine. We take those. Alright, moving on. Yeah, no, this, despite, it might seem like I was getting, not enjoying myself that last little bit, but no, I really did enjoy playing this deck. I like this one better than the Draven one we played to start today's stream, actually. It's just more fun. Like, trying to survive to get to these big game-ending plays is fun. Chempunk Pickpocket was fun. Yeah, even the games, most of the games we lost were still really fun. Honestly, like that one against the Heimerdinger player, that one was a fun match. The Nightfall one, not so much. We just kind of got run over because we didn't see any of our early game against the aggro deck. And with that in mind, trying to think about what changes I would make here. I feel like there were definitely a lot of points in that match, I felt like, where like these Scorched Earths and Ravenous Flock clunked up our hand in certain matchups and felt really bad. Especially when we're not drawing rummages to like get rid of them when we don't need them. So I don't know. Do we need this many of this kind of effect? We are a control deck, and there are certain landmarks in this game that can give us problems. Like we lost a close one against that that Vaults deck, and like we had the Scorched Earth, and we like still couldn't quite get there. But like if we had gotten it earlier, maybe that things would have been different. So I don't know. I'd have to think about how, like, what changes I'd want to make to this list. The Chump Wumps, it's kind of interesting because, like, the Chump Wumps don't feel super great, but I'm not sure what else you'd want in a deck like this. Like, I kind of like the small change I made with the Draven Ez deck. I almost feel like I'd want some jury rigs to fuel these rummages and just have a 1-drop in the cases when we need it. Have those blockers. And again, they mark damage on units at the very least for us to finish off with Ravenous Flock or these Scorched Earths. And I also felt like we did really need more ways to draw cards. Like these couple progress days I think are fine. Definitely don't think I'd put a third. We just have a lot of expensive cards as is already. Is 3 Leviathan too much? I felt like we drew way too many Leviathans that game. I feel like we could go down a Leviathan, go up a Rummage, and then maybe replace the Chump Wumps with like jury rigs to help with those rummages, or just leave the Chump Wumps as is. They're probably fine. We're going longer. And every time we have a rummage, or every time we have a Chump Wump or a rummage for that matter, we know, okay, we're saving these mushrooms for, you guys see me chilling on my desk here? No, not quite. Save the mushrooms for drawing with them. I think that's the change I would make if I were to play this game again. I'd see how it felt with just 2 Leviathans. If we... Two Leviathans, 3 Rummage. Because again, we're drawing a lot of cards as is, and then we're adding a 3rd Rummage to it, so it's like maybe 2 Leviathans are enough. But I'm willing to be wrong about that. Definitely want to play with the Kempung Pickpocket more. Definitely seemed very powerful in certain situations and in certain matchups. The only thing I'm just trying to think of is like what else could we add to help us get to this late game a little bit more consistently. Sometimes these static shocks felt a little bad, but I think overall, considering all of our like kill damage unit effects and the fact that one card that's targeting twice to help level Ezreal, and it replaces itself, like these are probably fine. Yeah, it's just the Leviathans felt like they got clunky in a lot of those games, and I'd try seeing how it felt with just making that change we just mentioned. So, alright, with that then, we've been playing this deck enough. We had a lot of interesting matches. Let's move on to the next one.